So falls down, the nights are long, and the birds sing a pretty song.
Hi folks, welcome to another episode of our Holiday Countdown 2025. I have a very special treat for you today. I have sat down with a wonderful person for a Zoom chat. But first I'll tell you a little bit about the song from yesterday. So I did a musical setting of a German text from 1622, written by an unknown author, though a lot of people think it is a Jesuit poet, Friedrich Spee. It was published in 1622 and it is called Vom Himmel hoch, o Engel kommt, which translates as From Heavens High, O Angels Come. And it's a wonderful Christmas text. And for this one, I really wanted to have a very rhythmic, very sort of uplifting choir piece. And I envisioned it to be sung by two choirs on either side of the stage. They basically sing everything together except for the Eya part, which is sort of like a question answer call type situation happening. And I had a really good time writing this melody because the text is there from 1622, but the melody, as far as I am aware, has been lost. So yeah, this is my setting of the music, and I hope you enjoyed it yesterday. I've been trying to link all of the chats as well. So yesterday's song was about the angels coming from heaven down. And for today's video, we have our very own angelic Ellen Reid from Maximum Cross Stitch. And she's a absolutely wonderful person, a lovely friend of mine. And I was very happy that she wanted to sit down with me for a little chat, and we discussed some patterns and her approach to designing. I'm sure you will really enjoy, as she's always wonderful to listen to. Ellen has her own business called Maximum Cross Stitch. She sells her own patterns as PDFs on her website, just as I do on my website. And her print patterns are available exclusively through Caroline's site, evertote.ca as well. So without further ado, we're going to listen to our little chat now, and I hope you will enjoy it. And I will be back with another song tomorrow, and then another chat the day after. But for now, enjoy the chat. Hi, Ellen.
Hi, Jacob.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm very good. Are you completely ready for Christmas season, winter season?
Well, it just turned cold last night, like very cold, and I think we're going to be getting some nasty weather. So yes, it's beginning to feel a lot like the holidays.
Yep. Yeah, it's the same here. It has been quite nice for a long time in the Netherlands, and suddenly about a week ago the temperatures really dipped like proper low, and it feels like winter now. So it's
Yeah.
the tree seems to be proper fitting now with this weather. But yeah.
You look like the hero in a Hallmark Christmas movie right now.
Oh, that's awesome. See, I've even got like a nice cup of tea with me. So yeah.
Yep, you're set.
So we are here today to have a little look-see at what you do. And you are the amazing designer behind Maximum Cross Stitch. No, what
I
is
am
it?
indeed. Yes,
Yeah,
maximum cross stitch.
Maximum Cross Stitch. I was like thinking, like I'm just thinking, I'm trying to add power to it because of your
Because of the Flosstube, right? Yeah, no, it's just
I was like, no, it's just Maximum Cross Stitch. That's what it's called. So, how did you start out with your cross stitch thing? Like, have you been stitching your whole life, or?
I've always been fascinated with textiles. I don't know why. I'm very drawn to textiles, especially very highly embellished textiles. I swear I was from India in a past life because I love the embroidery, the gold thread, all the colors. But I guess I did a little bit of embroidery when I was a kid and a teenager, but I didn't start really stitching until I moved to London, England, in the mid 90s, and I had a lot of downtime and I needed something to do. So I thought, well, I could try needlepoint. That seems like a nice lady thing to do. So I went to Harrods and I bought myself a kit, and of course it was for a 4 by 3 rug, which I have finished. And I sort of taught myself how to needlepoint. And so I needlepointed from the age of, 32 to 52. And then I wanted to do some like sort of jokey presents. But I didn't want to spend all the time like needlepoint, you have to do all the background. So I thought, well, cross stitch. I'll do some things, really quick. And then I realized how fun it was to not have to stitch the background. And then as I sort of got more into it, the cross stitch side, I discovered that there was this vast amount of beautiful things that you could stitch that weren't just, the sort of basic 1980s things that you would see in the grocery checkout of the magazines, which are fine, but they weren't my style.
Yeah.
Um, and as soon as I discovered that, and then I discovered Flosstube, and it was game over. I was in. So yeah, it's been a sort of it was a slow roll and then a fast plummet.
And you've got an amazing Flosstube channel.
Yes, I haven't recorded in quite a while, simply because since I started designing, everything that I stitch is a model, and I felt like it was just a bunch of, this is me and me and me, and I wanted to keep it separate.
Yeah.
But maybe once I'm able to stitch a little bit more of other people's stuff again, I can get back to it.
I think you should just start it again because it's exactly what I do. I'm my floss tube. I haven't done a video in months and months now. It's basically the Big Me show, and it has been from
But
the from the
but
beginning
but yes,
onwards.
but there's more. You do more. Like you do songs and you do research and you have antiques to show. Where I don't know. I just think you have a lot more content
No,
that is of interest.
I think you're underestimating yourself because
Well, you're
people
very kind.
really love to see you on your floss tube, and I think we're all missing you. So
Well,
just
thank
start
you.
recording, and it'll be awesome to see you just show your stuff again on. And I should do the same because I've been really awful and I've been too busy to record anything the last couple of months. But I really want to in the new year I want to yeah, do a bit more floss tubes again, and because
Yes.
it is really fun, and it is really fun to sort of just share what you're working on with
Mhm.
people, and I think we're really curious as well about your design process because you have been designing how long now?
I guess 3 years now. My first
Wow.
design came out in November of 22. So yeah, 3 years.
Brilliant, brilliant. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, your charts are amazing. I mean,
Oh,
uh,
thank you.
no, they are really, really nice because I've got quite a few, and my problem is like you have now as well. Now you're model stitching for
Yeah,
yourself. You just have too little time to do any other charts, but I would definitely be stitching them if I didn't have to do my own models.
you're nice.
But yeah, you have some amazing charts in your shop, and Caroline, of course, stocks them as well in her shop, which is
Mhm.
really cool. But do you have an Etsy shop as well?
I no, I just have my website, maximumcrossstitch.com, and that's
Brilliant.
just for PDFs.
Yeah,
Caroline is the sort of sole reseller of my paper charts, and she provides all the called for supplies. I
wow,
design pretty much exclusively with Roxy Floss.
that's
So
brilliant. So
yeah.
I wanted to ask you because by now people will have gotten sort of the theme of this stitch along, or at
Mhm,
least the videos that I'm doing for this stitch along. It's all about
mhm,
birds,
mhm.
and you have some amazing bird patterns in your shop. Some of them are really focused on birds. Some of them, the birds are quite important in them. So I thought I'd ask you today, and then you can just show us a few of the charts and tell us a little bit of the stories behind those patterns. So
I'm happy to do that.
yes,
I've just sort of picked a few things. I've got five here. Um, everything looks better with a bird on it, as you know.
exactly, totally. Put a bird on it, right?
Yeah. I think the first thing that I designed, well, one of the first things I designed with a bird featuring is this one. Can you see that?
Yes.
This is the it's
And we
called the
love this one.
Ravens. Thank you. It's called the Ravens at Castle Kerr, and it's just a great big plaid raven. Now this castle here is sort of based on a castle that is in my very, very far back family, which is sort of near just outside of Edinburgh in Scotland. And so I just thought it would be kind of interesting to just find a way to incorporate ravens, which I sort of sometimes represent death. And
Yeah.
apparently, my family, they were considered a very bloody and aggressive clan. And so there were a lot of battles and aggression sort of around the early days of this castle. And so I thought the ravens would be an interesting addition to Castle Kerr.
Amazing. I love it. It is really what I really love about it is the folksiness of it. It's just really perfect. It's got that castle, the giant bird with the plat, and it is just awesome. Of course, the Scottish flag. It is great. I
It
really
was very fun to stitch because of all the big blocks of colors. I've got
yes.
a few specialty stitches in there, but you don't have to do them. But yeah, I really enjoyed stitching this.
Oh, are they rice stitches on the
This is done with alternating colors of Smyrna crosses, and we've got a little bit of satin stitch
wonderful?
in the roof. But yeah, it was fun.
Oh, it's
It was a
fantastic.
good.
It
Yeah,
is, and this one is called again.
the Ravens at Castle Kerr.
Brilliant. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Beautiful. That's a good
great.
start, isn't it? For your design career with that one.
Oh, I think this was the third one, and I just
Yeah.
stitched it up. The thing about when I design is I always think, oh, no one's going to want to buy this, but I like it, so I'm going to stitch it. And sometimes people like it, and sometimes they like it less. But I don't design anything that I don't love, and
Yep.
that's good because then if it isn't popular, then I've still got it for me, right? So
It
that
is
was kind of,
exactly how when I started, I literally just wanted to make things for myself because
yeah,
like you were saying, it was very sort of when I started my stitching sort of, thing, I couldn't find, and later on I found actually designers that were out there, but I just didn't have them or I didn't have access to them because where I was living in York, there was basically hardly any craft stores that were stocking that kind of stuff. And all you saw was the supermarket 90s patterns.
yeah.
And yeah, they're awesome for if you like that, that's great. But it just wasn't speaking to me, and I didn't
Right.
feel like, the urge to stitch those things. And so I thought like, I'll just do my own thing then. So I love
Mhm.
that is how you how your approach as well. Just make it for
Yeah.
yourself and
I told when I showed this to Caroline, I said, I think I'll just put this up as a PDF on my website. You don't have to print that. And it turned out being very, quite successful for her too.
Mhm.
So it was
Absolutely.
you just never know. You never know what's going to speak to people.
It is brilliant.
Oh, thank you. Um, Another one I had. This one is a kind of it has birds in it. There's
Oh, I
two
love
little
that.
birds. This is called
Yes.
the Devonshire School for Very Clever Children, and these are the only birds in it. But they're holding the book that they're plopping down the chimney to go into the school, and they're
Awesome.
delivering. They're delivering. So I thought they were kind of cute, and this
That
goes
is
all around it.
brilliant.
Look at the little
I
swing.
love that. Absolutely
Isn't
love
it
that.
sweet? Yeah, I love this too.
And did you base this one partly on antique models, or is this just something that you just felt like
Well, not really. I mean, like if you look at this tree here,
yeah.
you're going to see that in every antique model on
Yeah,
the face of the planet. It's not unique. Um, no, nothing is really based on anything other than sort of very sort of
inspired by.
inspired by very common. There's nothing like maybe this flower might
I
not
love
like
that.
that was probably yeah just like there's a few things that I would
Yeah.
have done but they're just very basic motifs, but the thing that I focused on was the colors.
I
And
love them.
The Roxy floss is just
Mm.
so rich and so beautifully variegated. Um, yeah. So in this one, it's inspired by things that would have been in the back of my mind, but it's not
Yeah,
nothing's directly taken from any particular sampler.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Um, Here's an early one.
That's an awesome one as well. Love that.
Isn't this fun? This is the owls of the Black Forest. I have a series of birds, like the blah of the blah blah. So this one is the owls of the Black Forest.
Beautiful.
And Hannah helped me pick that name. And this is stitched on an old dial-lot, 3 years ago, dial-lot of night owl. It's much darker now.
Mm.
But they do have a sort of a charcoaly one now in stock. I can't remember what's called. But yeah, this was a fun one to do. When I designed it, I was gonna do all of these in black work, but it didn't translate on the dark fabric.
No.
So I filled them in, and I actually am glad because it really has a nice sort of modern feel to it. I I had to look up online. I said, how to draw an owl. And so
I love that.
and so and so I sort of got some basic guidelines on how to draw an owl. It didn't look like I couldn't make it look like the model that they had, but this is my owl.
No, it is perfect. I really, really like it. I love it's nearly Chinese, the clouds behind it, which I really like. And I know from your floss tubes as well that you really like Chinese patterns. Was that
I
a
love I
conscious
love
decision or?
Asian
Yeah,
art, Asian textiles. I love it. I'm always drawn to it. I'm always like, even from the most ornate Chinese thing with dragons down to the most simple pen drawing, I love it all.
yeah,
I'm immediately drawn to it. And yeah, this does have that kind of 1950s, but also
yeah,
Asian feel to it.
absolutely.
Um, yeah, and I
And is it
love the
all
blues and the gold.
cross stitch or is it specialty stitches or?
There's a few like these are like long stitches
Ah,
in the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
stars,
yeah,
and I think the rest I don't think there's any over one. No, it's all cross stitch except for the stars that are
yeah.
basically just
And I mean,
long stitches.
they're dead easy to do, so it's not like
Yeah.
that is really, really lovely.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
I really love it.
And
I
beautiful
haven't I
colors as
haven't seen
well.
this. I'm at Caroline's workshop. I'm not at home, so I haven't seen this for a long time. So it's kind of nice to get reacquainted with it. Oh, wait a
Brilliant.
minute. I did do some specialty stitches in the border,
Oh yeah.
Smyrna crosses, but it's charted for cross stitch, so
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
don't
yeah.
have to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
You also
also
don't even have to do the border.
that's also a
That's
really cool thing that you can always I like doing that as well, like where you just sort of, you chart it for cross stitch, but you can just throw in any fancy stitch that you want to
yeah.
do. If you want to
Well,
do a
because
section in satin stitches, whatever. Yeah, I
and,
like.
and often the specialty stitches go faster. Like
Yeah,
Smyrna
that's true.
crosses, it just if you have a big swath
Yeah,
of grass to do them in Smyrna's, it goes twice as
yeah.
fast. And
Except
then
for
people
French
think you're
knots.
fancy. We don't do French knots. No, we don't. We do not. We outsource our French knots. I have a model that's coming out or a design that's coming out in the new
Yeah.
year, and it features some French knots. And I got my friend Ryan, my guy, did them for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
brilliant.
because
Yeah.
I wasn't.
I to be fair with you, I actually don't mind doing them. I can do them and I don't mind them, but they're not the most fun thing to stitch.
No, no, and but I'll tell you, Ryan's French knots,
Yeah.
they're perfection. They
Mm,
are perfection.
yeah.
He did a really great job. So yes,
Yeah.
that's coming. But yeah, they're garbage. I hate
I
them.
think
I hate
I
doing
think
them.
getting the right needle as well, the right thickness of the needle. I think that is a huge thing where usually I'm working with the wrong needle and I'm like, ugh, this is just nope.
I've tried everything.
Yeah.
I've accepted my limitations.
You
Okay, what
have
do I?
one
Hmm?
chart which I really love as well, Patsy and Eddie, or Eddie and
Oh,
Patsy.
Eddie and Patsy.
Eddie and
I
Patsy.
have them right here. Here is the model. I
Brilliant.
have the antique at home, but this is This was stitched on a like this again 3 years ago on a very old version of catnap. It's pretty close to their Billie Jean now,
Mm,
all with Roxy Floss. And this was an antique that I bought. I bought it for not a bargain from a retail place, not
mm,
from a an auction or estate sale. This was from someone who was making some money.
yeah,
But I also got a beautiful wood oval frame out of it, so I'm not too mad. But yeah,
yeah.
this was a fun one to do. This
It is
bird
awesome.
is no joke. And I've
Hmm.
heard that that has been repeated to me by other people who have stitched it, but the end result is
It
so fun.
it is really, really, really pretty. I absolutely love it. So Eddie and Patsy, the names sound pretty familiar to.
Yes, well, my friend Jody, who is Trixie Tricycle, who is the dyer behind Cedar River Linen,
Yeah.
she suggested that name. And of course, Eddie and Patsy are from Absolutely
Yep.
Fabulous. And
Eddie
Eddie is
Monsoon.
the Eddie Munson. Eddie is the one who is, she wears the bright colors and
Yes, of
maybe
course.
some, yes, a little bit out of uh out of space with her style. And then Patsy is a little bit more sophisticated, but equally as drunk.
Yeah. She probably tries to smoke the rosebud.
Yes, yes, anything to get a buzz. But yes, this is Eddie and Patsy, and they're lots of fun.
They're brilliant. Absolutely
Hmm.
fantastic. Love it. It's
Yep.
absolutely fabulous.
Yes, the original was stitched on velvet.
Mm,
No idea. I can't see where there is a mesh. I'm sure you know more
that
about
is
those kinds of
crazy.
things. Yeah, it was stitched on velvet.
No,
Yep.
no, that sounds that sounds horrific and like torture.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Is it still in the original frame, or have you seen the back? Or
I have, it is in the original frame. I did take it out to look at the colors.
yeah,
The colors on the front and the back are pretty close. It's a little brighter on the back,
because
but I
on the
kept the
back
colors
you
to
can
the
see
front.
the weave of the satin, of course, a bit more, or not.
I couldn't figure it out. I'll send
No.
you a picture and you can tell me what you
Yeah,
think when I get home. Yeah, it's an interesting little piece.
very curious. Awesome.
Yep, yep.
Fantastic.
And my last little bird piece that I pulled out is, and you'll have to forgive me because I finished this myself, and I I'm not a good finisher. I get frustrated very quickly, and so this is very poorly finished. It's very out of whack. This is from my book of four fancy tiles, and it's just a little tiny bird
Love
in
it.
a frame.
That is so cool.
And this is a bird from a the shape of the bird is from a sampler, but the colors I adapted.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of fun to have all those bright exotic colors.
That is really, really lovely.
Yeah, but birds are so fun to stitch because they or and to design because you can make them as exotic or as
Yeah.
sort of homespun as you want.
Yeah. And that's the
Mhm.
thing as well with samplers. Sometimes you see a bird and you think like, is that a real bird, or did she just go like, what colors floss have I got and what can I make with this one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's awesome. Thank you so much for showing these. That was really, really wonderful.
My pleasure.
And these all of those five patterns are available from both your website and maximumcrosstitch.com and the evertoad.ca website for the
Indeed.
print patterns, right?
Indeed.
Brilliant. So, last question that I want to ask you: do you have a favorite bird?
Oh, I I have an app. Do you have the Merlin app?
No, I
That
haven't.
where
I've
you
heard
can
of it, but yeah,
Caroline actually told me about it, where you can identify birds by their calls, and you sort of collect photos and
yeah.
you get your birds. Um, I love mourning doves because I love the sound, the call,
Mm.
and the soft grayness of them. They're just I I don't know anything about them. I just think they're soft and gentle and
That's
that
perfect.
call.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
no, I
that.
know.
What's your favorite bird?
That's a really it's really tricky.
Penguins?
I
Well,
really like I and yeah, penguins are cool, but
you
I
can't
do
be
like
angry
the
when you look at them.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Beautiful quote by Ruskin. Like when I saw that, I was like, yeah, that's just too funny, that quote, and it's so true. because you see a
Hmm.
penguin and you can't be angry with them because or
Nope.
angry at anything anymore because it's just
No.
so. No, but I think probably one of my favorite birds is the wren, which is not a really exciting bird at all. But you know the wren,
Hmm.
a tiny,
They're
tiny.
just sort of little brown,
Oh, they're just
beautiful
wonderful
things.
when you see them in the wild. I'm always just there is something so magical about such a tiny bird, and you sort of
Hmm.
see it just it's the speed at which it sort of jumps and sort of hunts and eats its little bugs and whatever it tries to catch. I find them just really really wonderful,
They're darling. You
and I
know,
like
if
the
I
Dutch
was going to
name
say,
is
if
the King of Winter, which I really like,
Ren
which
is
is
the king of winter.
that's the name of the wren in Dutch, Winterkoning,
Oh, ah,
which is such a the little king of winter, which is a really wonderful name, I think, and it's just a perfect bird. But yeah, and swans as well. I love swans.
they're pretty cool.
When I see
They're
them,
pretty cool.
strong, completely the opposite of the little wren, but yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
But
awesome.
interesting with those crazy long necks.
Oh
If
gosh,
you
yeah,
like bird, if anyone watching likes bird patterns, they should check out Diana Bloom Designs. She's out of Winnipeg. She's a Canadian and
yeah,
she's an artist and she turns her art of birds or whatever into cross stitch patterns. And I'm stitching her tawny frogmouth owl right now,
wow.
and fantastic birds.
And her
10
website,
stars.
what's her
It's
website called?
I think it's just Diana Bloom Designs. Caroline
Diana
carries
Bloom
some of
Design.
her patterns,
Brilliant,
and will be carrying more. She's fantastic. Highly, it's definitely worth a go see.
awesome.
And
Well,
I think she has a wren too.
oh, that's cool.
I
Nice.
think so.
Fantastic. Uh, Thank you so much, Alan, for sitting down with me today in this little episode. I am sure people have really enjoyed, uh, yeah, finding out a little bit more about you. Uh, People should definitely, if they haven't already, I can't imagine if they haven't, but if they haven't checked out your Flosstube yet, they should just start at episode one and just go through them because it is really really good fun.
Oh,
I really
thanks, Jake.
have enjoyed all of your videos that you've done. So yeah, thank you so much for sitting down with me,
Thanks for having
yeah,
me.
and I hope to catch up with you soon again
Likewise,
in real life. Yeah,
in real life. Yeah.
thank you so
Bye.
much. All right, bye bye.